Ruth had everything she thought mattered in life: money, a comfortable home in 𝗃𝗂𝗃, and a husband, 𝗃𝗂𝗃, who loved her deeply. Their marriage had started like a dream, filled with laughter, travels, and endless promise of a bright future. 𝗃𝗂𝗃, an oil and gas contractor, provided more than enough for her. He went out to work to build something of her home, but Ruth waved him off each time. She preferred her soft life, lodging on the couch with her phone glued to TikTok, chasing the latest viral challenge, mimicking dance, or staging foreign skits. Housework disgusted her. Cooking was a punishment in eyes. Cleaning was beneath her. Maid came and went, each one left with story of Ruth's quality. But one thing Ruth did not have, desperately needed, was a child. 5 years passed in marriage. Yes, her womb remained empty. At first, she laughed it off with faith-filled statement, God times the best. She told everyone. 𝗃𝗂𝗃 family tried to be patient. The first year they nodded. The second year they prayed. By the third year, the patient time. By the fourth, whisper started. And by the fifth year, 𝗃𝗂𝗃 grandmother herself decided to come and spend some time in their home. The old woman, Mama 𝗃𝗂𝗃, had lived long enough to know when something was wrong in marriage. From the moment she entered their home, she could sense the tension. 𝗃𝗂𝗃 tried to cover it with joke and politeness, but Ruth did not even bother. She hated cooking for Mama 𝗃𝗃𝗃, let her to eat cold food brought in by the maid, and spend most of the time on sofa, eyes glued on her phone, dancing to TikTok music. The old man, deeply transitional, found this behavior impulsive. A wife who cannot keep her home, cannot keep her husband, she muttered one evening and shook her head. One night, after Ruth had locked her in the room, Mama 𝗃𝗃𝗃 sat with 𝗃𝗂𝗃 in the living room, her weakened hand resting on her walking stick, her eyes sharp as ever. "My son," she said quietly, "do you want to die without a child?" 𝗃𝗂𝗃 looked her away. "Mama, God time. Forget that." Mama interrupted sharply. "You and this your wife have been waiting for 5 years. Did Abraham wait without taking Hagar? Did Jacob not take more wives? Must you die in silence because this lazy girl is dancing on TikTok? I'm your mother, mothers. I'm telling you the truth. If the girl cannot give you children, take another way. If it's your maid, let her carry your child. Better a child from another womb than an empty house." 𝗃𝗂𝗃 was silent. Her word hit him hard. He loved Ruth, but he also longed for children. He had dreamed of carrying son on his shoulder, of watching daughter call him daddy. He rubbed his face with a smile. "Mama, let me think about it," he said. But Ruth But Ruth had overheard the story or conversation. She had been walking down the stair when she catch her husband and grandmother whisper about her barrenness, rich boy in her. That night, she comforted 𝗀𝗂𝗍. So that your plan to divorce me, to sleep with that dirty maid and say it, God will. I always crack with anger too. 𝗀𝗂𝗍 sighed. Ruth, nobody said that. Mama only gave me a suggestion. Suggestion? To turn me into a laughing stock? Never, Ruth snored. She used to hear more and storm into bedroom. Banging the door, 𝗀𝗂𝗍 let it go. He loved her too much to press further. But months later, Ruth surprised him. One evening, she came to him, her face calm. 𝗀𝗂𝗍, she said, I've thought about what my mama said. If it is the only way we can have children, then maybe we should consider it. I'm tired of waiting. 𝗀𝗂𝗍 blinked up. Are you serious? She nodded. But it must be done properly. We will settle her well. She will not have any right over the child. We give her money, sign paper, and she will disappear. The child will be ours alone. And 𝗀𝗂𝗍 said yes. 𝗀𝗂𝗍 felt a leaf wash over him. For the first time in years, he saw a path forward. They approached Amara, their maid, a quiet young woman in their mid-20s who had been with them for months. Amara had adored Ruth shouting and headless exhaust, but she needed the job badly. When the Ruth made the offer, Amara eyes were 15 million naira in exchange of carrying their child, paper signed, lawyer present, witness included. Amara thought of her poor parents in village of her sibling who could not finish school, and the life-changing opportunity that this was. After a long silence, she agreed. The procedure was carried out quietly. Within 2 months, Amara's belly began to swell with pregnancy. 𝗀𝗂𝗍 glowed with happiness. He brought vitamin C for Amara, ensured she had medical checkup, even smiled more at home. Ruth pretended to be happy too, but something in her shifted. She could bear the sight of Amara's glowing stomach. Each kick of her baby inside Amara's womb was a silent reminder of her own emptiness. Ruth began to maltreat Amara worse than ever. She shouted at her for resting, calling her lazy even when she was carrying the pregnancy. She made her wash curtains, scrub floor, cooking every meal. When 𝗀𝗂𝗍 was not around, Ruth made sure Amara suffered, but Amara kept crying. She carried her pain in silence, whispered to her unborn child that everything would be fine. One afternoon, while 𝗀𝗂𝗍 was at work, Ruth burst into tears on the couch. She scrolled through TikTok video of women showing off their babies, their maternity suits, and their laughter. Something inside her broke. She went upstairs, opened her old shop book, and pulled out a hidden folder. Inside were hospital paper, crumbled and stained. The wall stamp are brutal damage, permanent infertility due to uncompleted multiple abortion. Her mind flew back to her university days. She had lived a wild, party drinking, selling her bodies for men for quick cash. At one point, she became pregnant twice. The first pregnancy was quickly. The first abortion was quickly. The second damaged her womb permanently. She had known all along that she could never bear a children. Yet she lied to 𝗃𝗂𝗍, telling him that they were just waiting for God's time for years. She allowed him to pray, to cry silently at night, while she covered her beauty with TikTok dance and nursery life. That night, Ruth broke down in front of 𝗃𝗂𝗍. "Forgive me," she sobbed. "Forgive me for lying. I can never give you children. My womb was damaged when I was in school. I was stupid. 𝗃𝗂𝗍, I lived in wickedness. I wanted money. I wanted men. And now I have destroyed my whole future. Please don't hate me." 𝗃𝗂𝗍 stood froze, his heart breaking. He had loved Ruth, defending her, waiting for her. But now he realized that she had stolen 5 years of his life with lies. His fist clenched. His voice was low. "You mean all the time? You know, you watch me pray, you watch me mama cry. You let us suffer in silence while you dance in TikTok." Ruth's neck, holding his leg, carrying uncontrollably. "Please don't leave me. I will die if you leave me. Forgive me, 𝗃𝗂𝗍." But 𝗃𝗂𝗍's eyes had changed. He looked at her not with love, but with betrayal. From that day, his heart began to drift away from Ruth. Meanwhile, Amara the maid carried the pregnancy with grace. She gave birth to a healthy baby boy, and the entire family rejoiced. 𝗃𝗂𝗍 heard his son for the first time, tears streaming down his face. It was everything he had prayed for. Ruth tried to smile for the camera, tried to pose as proud of mother, but deep inside she felt the truth of Granny at her. That child was not her. It belonged to Amara and was her husband knew it so. Months passed. 𝗃𝗂𝗍 grew closer to Amara. He admired humilities, her patience, the way she cared for the child without claiming rights. Ruth noticed change. One evening, she shouted, "So you want to replace me with her? Is that your plan?" 𝗃𝗂𝗍 did not answer. He simply looked at her with quiet pity. The final blow came one Sunday morning. Ruth had been ranting again, accusing Amara of seducing her husband. When 𝗃𝗂𝗍 suddenly stood up, his voice was calm but firm enough. "Ruth, I cannot live like this anymore. You have lied to me, mocked me, wasted my years, and now you are persecuting the woman who gave me the joy you never could. I will not stay in this marriage." Who's God? Tell me. 𝗀̀𝗲, you cannot do this. What will people will say? 𝗀̀𝗲 look at her in the eyes. People will say, I finally choose peace. Weeks later, the marriage ended. Ruth, broken, bitter, she returned to her family house. She was a shadow of her glamorous woman. She was her TikTok dance replaced by headless nights of regret. She had lost everything: her marriage, her home, the man who was love, her beyond reason. 𝗀̀𝗲 meanwhile stood tall. He later married Amara the maid, not out of lust, but out of genuine respect and gratitude. Together they built a home filled with laughter and children. Amara bore him a more son and daughter, and his house overflowed with sound of joy he had once dreamed of. Well, the story spread life. Labor whisper, friends shock and heard. Some pity Ruth. Others said she reaped what is sown, but one thing was clear: in hand, truth always come out line. Truth always come out. Line may last for them, but they crumble when the weight of reality falls. And so it was that 𝗀̀𝗲 was a man tormented by childlessness, found his joy not in the woman he married for beauty and comfort, but the maid who had been despised and maltreated. Life had turned its table. The lesson was clear: never build marriage on lies. Respect those who bless you, for tomorrow they may rise higher than you. Laziness and pride destroy home, but humility and truth lead them.